Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm spiritual coach Lisa Hopp. It is Sunday, November 30th, 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to this podcast, please be sure to check out my website at lisahopp.com. I'm also on Facebook under business page Lisa M. Hopp, spiritual coach and medium, and I'm also on Instagram under spiritual coach Lisa Hopp. If you're listening on YouTube and connect with this podcast today, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. I'd appreciate it so very much. Thank you to everyone who comes back every week listening. You know I appreciate you, I hope, because I say it every week and I mean it. It's multiplied more than I say this week. Oh, and also I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving who celebrated, and have a very happy and safe holiday season. And hopefully you'll be with me through it. I appreciate it if you would. That'd be wonderful. Thank you. So on to today's topic. It was actually a listener request, and it is about the meaning of departed loved ones in our dreams. There's actually more than one reason or meaning behind them appearing, and I have had a couple happen to me. So I was very grateful for this suggestion, and also to help you during this time, because we're in the season where our loved ones are going to be around us more. Not only because they love us and love us more than they did on earth, but because they also have the memories of celebrating this time of year, going back no matter what to where their memories were. Whether they're going to be with you, but they could also be in a home or, just a favorite place. The memories live on forever because the memories are of the heart. And we carry over into heaven with us as we do on earth. Memories that are wonderful and memories that are not wonderful. So our loved ones will often be with us on earth to try to correct those memories that aren't the best for us, that maybe they participated in. But they're also here, most especially, to remember the wonderful times as we like to do. That's why we now, more so, I think, celebrate Christmas in July, because it's a comfort. It's a wonderful memory. And we want to bring it forward even sooner in order for us, to feel more positive, more comforted, more supported, to find those happy times to grasp during these times in our lives when life can be a little bit more challenging. So I want to go on and speak about your dreams, specifically to departed loved ones, and kind of explain a bit of it to you. I feel like, by the way, I hosted Thanksgiving. I feel like I'm still a bit tired, so bear with me in my lack of eloquence. I apologize. We're going to get through this. Today is a rest day, though. It is a rest day for me. I will not be out shopping today, and haven't been out shopping in person since Thanksgiving. It's a complete rest day. All right. So I've had this happen myself, and I hope some of you have had this happen as well. The true departed loved one visitation. They're in your dreams because that's their way of visiting you. And why they choose it is because when we fall asleep, our soul, our spirit leaves our body. It doesn't leave. We can't. There's a myth. There's a lie that we can pass away if we don't get back into our body, when we're out traveling. It's often referred to as astral travel. That's not true, but we do leave a bit and travel. And so they bridge the gap to us because they're coming around us when we're sleeping. So that's why you often hear about it with pets, with departed pets. And yes, they can visit you in dreams too. I've had that happen to me. My beloved Rusty cat visited me in a dream with the other departed beloved pets shortly after he passed. And so it's not just to this podcast. It's not just about humans. Pets have souls as well. Animals have souls. All creatures have souls. And so that's very important to keep in mind. It's usually not your imagination. So I often tell my clients that 99% of the time when you're having a dream of our departed soul, it really is them doing a true life visitation. They're coming to you in some way, and sometimes they don't speak to you. Sometimes you hear them mouthing, but you don't hear what they're saying. I have received those calls from my clients that asking, like, I want to know what they're saying because I only see their mouth moving. And why you only see their mouth moving is because the veil is in between the two of you still, and it's too thick for you to hear them. But you're getting it. Your subconscious mind is getting what they're saying, so never worry about it, and you will act upon it. You will know at a gut level what they are trying to convey to you. And I'll tell you that most of the time, what they're trying to convey to you is, I'm all right, you're all right, I love you, I'm here. That's really it. It's a comforting message. So if your dream, when you're seeing or feeling a loved one there, because you don't even have to see them, you could just feel them. If it feels real, if it's like you're actually with them, and if you wake up with a sense of peace, comfort, clarity, if their appearance looks healthier, more youthful, even glowing, their message is often simple. Sometimes it's one line, sometimes it's, one word. If the environment feels bright or warm, that's them. You are really having a real experience with one of your departed loved ones. They can communicate, as I said, with you telepathically, or you can hear them. They can also communicate with you through emotions rather than dialogue. So again, don't worry if you don't hear them. If you're not missing anything, you will get it at some level. So why do these real life, real true spirit visitations happen? Because you're probably going through something in your life. Maybe it's the loss of them. Maybe it is an impending test, a lab test. Maybe you're going through a change in life, such as a job loss or a breakup, any scare, and you need reassurance or comfort. They are trying to bring healing or closure or comfort to you. They may be celebrating a milestone with you or an event in your life and want you to know they're not missing it. So it doesn't always have to be a challenge that you're going through. And you feel comforted during this interaction. And you're open enough to receive them. And that's the thing. People ask me, why don't I dream about them? Because you're looking for them. Because you're afraid of it. You're in some way closed off or blocking it. So just ask before you go to bed for them to come to you, and then let it go. The key is to let it go. And then see what happens. Because they're trying. And they will try. Now, sometimes they say, no, I'm not going to. I don't want to. But a lot of the time, they're going to try. So, you do your part in being open. And just see what happens. Let it go. Now, I want to reiterate, in case you have been concerned about a dream you have had, and what they were trying to say to you, especially if you had lack of closure. They're usually just telling you, I'm okay. Let go of something. I'm still with you. Maybe they're being positive to you. You're on the right path. The answer is yes. Sometimes they're trying to let you know they're just proud of you because they know you now more than they ever did on earth. They feel you in every way. Your thoughts, your feelings, your words. So know overall that a real experience with them is always positive. It's never going to be negative. So I want to also say this because I had this happen to me. sometimes our departed loved ones will come through to us and they seem unhappy with us. I actually have had that happen, that a loved one seemed unhappy with me. And I also have had a dream where a loved one was just plain laughing at me, and I didn't like it. But I'll tell you, they laughed at me a lot in life, so they were just being them. But I was like, do you always have to laugh at me? So I want you to know that this is what's called a grief processing dream. And it's more about your subconscious and your psychological self than it is about a real visit from them. So, it may reflect some fear, it may reflect some sadness, some guilt, some unfinished business. It may seem, as I said, they're upset with you. They may appear, distant, or just in some way unlike who you felt they were or what you're afraid they're feeling. All right? Understand that this is your mind trying to process and your heart trying to process your grief. For me, when the loved one seemed unhappy with me, I felt guilt because I wasn't with them when they crossed over, because I physically was not able to be. But I still felt the guilt of not being there. And so guess what? They came with an anger with me. But that wasn't them angry with me because they know my heart, they know my soul. I was projecting my anger at myself, my guilt, my unforgiveness at myself. So this dream happens when you're working through unresolved emotions. When you are adjusting to their physical absence and trying to process the closure that in some way we have to strive to have when someone crosses over. Now, for me, at a later time, they came through to me and said that they were fine with me and to let everything go. How much they loved me, they understood. And the big message was, again, let it go. So understand that these dreams are meant to be ones that evoke healing, even though they may be difficult for you because you'll wonder, are they real? Is it really them? Are they upset? Are they angry in some way with me? The answer is always no, because they know us too well. When they get to heaven, they get all the info. They know all our intentions. They know if we did do something and we feel bad. All right? They are not without knowledge about us, about life. All the whys are answered. So be kind to yourself. Be soft with yourself and ask yourself, give yourself for forgiveness, to let go of guilt, to let go of all of those self-deprecating thoughts and feelings that you're having because they're not aligned with them. They're not feeling that way about you. All right? Now, I have never had this one happen to me, but I hear it's possible, this circumstance. And that is that our loved ones come to us with some, I don't think I've had. I'm going to go on my rest day today and analyze it, but it doesn't come up to me as a moment I've had at this moment. But sometimes I'm told that our departed loved ones can come to us as symbolisms. And that it's, still about helping you, but it's still also a symbolism. So it's an aspect of yourself involved, or your subconscious, rather than them. So for instance, a departed father may represent strength, protection, or guidance. A mother may represent comfort, intuition, or nourishment. A friend may symbolize joy, support, or a time in your life where those things are happening. They're not literal dreams. They're often metaphoric dreams. And they're communications from your inner self more. So maybe your father represents that to you. So you'll see your father in your dream. Your mother represents comfort to you. So you'll see your mother, but they're not there. Their real soul, spirit self is not there trying to communicate with you. It's just a symbolism. And I believe other people have had this happen with symbolisms. But I personally only can recall the literal dreams of them visiting outright, or the dreams where I again am projecting my own emotions from my subconscious. And I want to say that it is possible with the projection of emotions in that second category that they are there, but that it's twisted a bit by you projecting and I projecting my emotions onto it. So that is possible, but you cannot be sure. There has to be an openness, open arms to come to me, and you're out of the way of it, and receiving them for what they want to convey to you. And that it's a healing tool. It is meant to bring you comfort. They come to us to help us. They're fine. They're more than fine. They're in a safe, unconditionally loving, immeasurably loving place where they are oneness with everything, and then they're calm and just secure and light, and all their burdens are gone. They only carry perhaps some emotional burdens from their memories, from what they experienced during their review, but still well taken care of. Not material, not heavy like this physical world can be. So their love brings them forward to you. Again, to let you know that they're all right, and that they're going to make sure that they're all right. And they are never going to leave you. There is a thought I've heard that after a time in heaven, they go further and further and further up in the dimensions. And so they're not really with you. They're not with you in the same way they were at first when they first passed, trying to help you through those first days where it's raw, where it's rough. They will, after that, come to you when you need them the most, and again, when we're celebrating milestones, weddings. Perhaps they come around you when you're going through a funeral. Those are the times when you will get them. So it is more sporadic, but they never leave you entirely. It's not possible because they're always connected to you and us by love. Now, just a little bit of a dive, very briefly, because I don't know too much about this. I every once in a while will have symbolisms happen in other ways, where dreams will give me symbolisms as messages in life. You know, like I think when you get a snake, there's a snake in your life, so to speak. So if you get a dream, for instance, where you see butterflies, that's a transformational dream. It can also, by the way, be a message from spirit, because they often will use butterflies as a symbol to let you know they are free and that there is a rebirth in some way. Birds also can be a freedom symbol or divine communication from your loved ones. So it's not just about them appearing or feeling their presence, but also they can use wings, as I like to call it, to let you know they're all right, It comes down to if you believe it's them, it's them. If you have no doubt, if it's literal, if you wake up still feeling them with you, if again you have that clarity, you have that calm, even if it's a symbolism, it is still your loved ones. Dogs in dreams can mean loyalty, protection, instinct. Cats are intuition, independence, some feminine energy. Horses, I know horse-loving people. They mean strength, freedom, personal power. I've had the water dreams, I'll admit it. I've also had the dreams where I'm flying off a bridge in a car. That's not pleasant. It's also it's a number one fear that will happen to me. So that means something. But water, calming water, is emotional balance. Rough water, emotional turbulence. Drowning, overwhelmment. Suppressed emotions. Oceans, spiritual depth. Unconscious mind. Being chased. I've never been chased. But avoiding a difficult emotion is what it means. Perhaps resistance to change. Trying to outrun something within yourself. Flying. I've flown. I've flown off a bridge. Rising above challenges. Spiritual ascension. Stepping into your higher potential. Flying is actually good. Feeling free or newly empowered. Teeth falling out. I think I might have had that one once. It's a very common, actually, happening. Teeth falling out means you have loss of control, you feel, or fear of saying the wrong thing. Transitions or changes in identity. So it's, by the way, everything's positive. It just may be masked in seeming that it's not positive. But even, all change is good, as I like to say, right? Also, for teeth falling out, searching for direction, feeling uncertain, desire for clarity. Now, it's a symbolism of how you're truly feeling inside. I want to also say dreaming of death usually means positive changes, just in the tarot deck. I dreamt a long time ago of someone passing, and she's still thankfully on this earth. Thankfully, all right? And so it means it could have meant positive changes about that person. It's not always literal. Dreaming of babies, new beginnings, creative ideas taking form, growth and new opportunities, nightmares. Haven't we all had nightmares at some point? Nightmares, just trauma coming out, stress, fear, energy that needs releasing, a call to reclaim power. Some of you have contacted me because your children are having nightmares. I used to have nightmares. Well, I used to scream because spirit was visiting me at night and they would startle me. But I also used to sleepwalk because they startled me. And I used to have nightmares. This was all trauma. So whatever you can do, whether it's about taking that step professionally if you need to, clinically, or just to have the conversations and bring about calm, will help with loved ones' nightmares, but also your own. Examine it. Why are you having nightmares? What are you going through in real life, in your everyday physical life? Are you feeling stress, trauma, needing to release, trapped? Whatever that may mean, all right? Recently, someone told me that they had had a new bout of a health matter. And my first question to them was, what were you feeling right before it happened? Stress? Yeah, stress. Stress is the reason, emotional blocks for everything that physically is going on. It's also the reason why we often will block wealth and love. So go at it inside. Let it go. Live in the moment. Now, I don't say that lightly because we are living in this physical world. And we often wake up in the morning and our day starts with the tightness in our stomach about what's coming. What if? Be in the present moment and let the future take care of itself. Go with the flow. That will help to let go of the stress. Your body will start to heal itself because the nervous system will be in a calm place. And you cannot heal unless your nervous system is balanced. It's not possible. You can't have anything you want in life unless you have a calm, balanced nervous system. So let go of it. Let go of people. Surround yourself with the best. Give yourself breaks if you can't, right? Because sometimes we have to be around the coworkers. We have to be around people, but give yourself distance. Let it go at the end of the day, so to speak. And if you do that, just ask the best for yourself. Raise your bar. Doing that will give you the best possible health and life. So I hope that was helpful today to explain the meaning behind dreams. And remember, your loved ones in spirit won't always come to you. You may ask for them to come to you in a dream and they don't. But don't give up. Just let go and know when it happens, it's for your higher good that you most needed at that time. They know what they're doing. And live your life honoring them, and most especially honoring yourself. Thank you again for joining me. Have a wonderful holiday season. Listen, keep listening. If you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share. If you want to make an appointment with me, check out my website at lisahop.com. I can do appointments through Zoom and telephone as well. I have clients all over the world. And remember, I'm also on Facebook under business page, Lisa M. Hop Spiritual Coaching Medium, and on Instagram under Spiritual Coach Lisa Hop. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I will talk to you next time.